What's up, guys? This video is going to be a review build type thing of the Eggtimer Apogee and its easy mount and some of its other accessories. Anyways, this is produced by Eggtimer, what they do is they sell kits for rocketry electronics and stuff, you know, flight computers, dual deployment, even I think tracking, all that stuff. It's pretty cool. It's really cool stuff and it's real cheap. And yeah, that's the two main selling points. It's real cheap and you get to solder it yourself, which is pretty cool. Anyways, this one right here is the Eggtimer Apogee. This one is their smallest, their cheapest, and simplest kit. And the goal of this one is to be an Apogee deployment computer. So what that means is it has an altimeter in it, and it'll beep out altitude when it comes down. But alongside that, it'll also, once it detects Apogee, it will send an electrical signal down to here, which will be hooked up to something, generally an E-match, which will ignite a small ejection charge, which will eject the parachute and all of that. And the point of that is, there's a bunch of points to that, like maybe you don't have some motors that you have, or just they don't have a long enough delay for your particular rocket, for example, or you just want to have perfect consistency every time. You want it at the Apogee every time, because there's kind of a margin of delay of error in terms of delay charges for rockets. There's a bunch of reasons. In my particular case, I got this because I have a 29mm mount motor, two-stage rocket, and I've read that those are kind of inconsistent in staging, and I'm just worried that if it doesn't stage correctly, then it's going to come down, like a lawn dart, and it's going to be this big rocket too. So I want to make sure, as kind of just a backup countermeasure, that we have this guy here, just to make sure it will eject kind of no matter what. And that's why I feel safe with just having this. Usually with rockets and rocket electronics and stuff, they require pretty much redundancy. So you want to have two computers just to make sure no matter what it goes off. If one goes off or one of them fails, the other one goes off. In this case, this is the redundancy for the ejection charge, so it would be fine. But that's not part of the video. This thing itself, the Apogee, was $15. The mount for it was $16, and some other accessories I got with it. You will see pulled up to about 55 bucks. That includes shipping, but it's really a good deal, because if you look at like all these deployment computers, the cheapest ones are like 100 bucks. So this is a great deal for what you get. And the soldering process, in my opinion, is fun. But anyways, yeah, let's get to unboxing it. And by the way, there will be a follow-up video. This video is not going to include mounting it onto that rocket I was talking about. This video is going to talk about this product itself. We'll build this stuff, assemble it, and then test it. But I'm not going to mount it in this video. That's going to be part of a follow-up video that I will upload at some point. So first off, we're looking at the components of the Eggtimer Apogee and all the stuff I got. It comes with a nice Eggtimer inside sticker you can put on your rocket. I got the Eggtimer Apogee, the Eggtimer Apogee Easy Mount, along with the LiPo for it. It's a 1-cell LiPo, the Easy Ring, which they recommend, so you can switch or something. I don't really know what it did, but it was $4, so I just got it. And the USB serial for testing. This was about 20 bucks. This was 15. This was 16. The battery was 5. The ring, as I said, was 4, and the serial was 5. So that totals to about 45 bucks for this order, plus 10 bucks shipping. That's really a good price for all the stuff you get. It might seem expensive. Yeah, it's not cheap, but it's a good price, because if you look at like dual deployment altimeters, this isn't a dual deploy, this is just Apogee deployment, but still, if you look at dual deploy altimeters, they're all like upwards of 100 bucks for like even the most basic models. So, everything on the Eggtimer site is really cheap. It's really a good deal. Yeah, you do have to solder it yourself, but that's really part of the fun, in my opinion. Anyways, now let's open each one up individually. See what they got inside. Okay, here's all the stuff out of the package. First, let's look at the Apogee, the Eggtimer Apogee by itself. Comes like this. Here's the PCB. It's very, very small, but it's nice. You can see there's already a surface mount. I believe that's the BPS, the barometric pressure sensor, surface mounted, pre-mounted on there. That's nice. Here's all the parts, the other additional parts. Yeah, very small stuff. You'll notice the screw. That's for the screw switch right here. That's how I think you turn it on or off. So I think that's required now by Tripoli Rocketry. So then I think one more thing in here to look at is, where is that? Okay, yeah, it's right there. Focus. That piece in there that we're looking, kind of centered, that's a surface mount part. But otherwise, this is all a through hole, because they kind of designed this to be their easiest kit for like beginners. Here's some solder here. I believe this is leaded solder. Anyways, here's the full parts list. Let's focus. Yep. As you can see, yeah, no clean solder wire. For instructions, yeah, it's on their website. And then the other thing, so that all together, that's the Eggtimer Apogee alone. The easy mount kit consists of all this stuff. The mount is in 3D printed plastic of some sorts. I'm not sure. I think it's feeling this part, which I believe this is the easy ring, and this is an accessory that comes with this. This is for like quickly being able to switch in and out. This doesn't feel really like PLA. I'm not sure what it's made out of, but I don't think it's PLA. It's some sort of 3D printed material though. It's pretty nice, and it's designed to, you know, hold this guy. It's a kind of, you know, easy way. Here's the additional parts. This is shooter wire, comes with a hex wrench, all these bolts and stuff. That's nice, and it comes with this little tube to help mount it. And I believe this would be a BT55. It's 24 millimeters. And then here's the easy ring. This is an accessory, as I said. And that I think you buy one of these for each rocket you want to mount this on. It's optional, and then you can just switch it out easier or something. I'm not really sure. Here's the what's this called? This is a how do I forget? This is a LiPo battery. 1 cell, 110 mAh LiPo, really small. They also sell the charger for it. I didn't get the charger because I have a LiPo charger. But yeah, and this is the USB serial. This works, I believe, with all of their products, and this is for like testing them. You know, plug this in to your computer, hook it up to the completed board, and then it'll be able to test, see if all the functions are working correctly. You still want to actually have a vacuum test as well, but this helps too. So yeah, that's all the components I got. Pretty much the full Apogee, Eggtimer Apogee kit. So yeah, I guess let's get to assembling this guy. Yeah. All right, guys, here it is, the Eggtimer Apogee, all built and hopefully working, but we have to do a first test. All right, so let's talk about the build though first. It took me about, I'd say, I started around 11. I took like an hour and a half lunch break. So I guess about 3 hours is a good estimate. It goes together, most of the parts go together very easy. Had some trouble with the bolt, and I don't think my soldering was too great, but the continuity says it works fine. Surface mount part here wasn't too difficult. There's one really hard part, and this was not part of the build. This is part of the connector. I'm not gonna connect them, I will have to, but it's just, this type of connector, this JST PH is abhorrent. I mean, it's just so annoying to remove. I mean, it's so difficult. Anyways, let's start our preliminary test. So how it's gonna work, I'm gonna take the screw switch, I'm gonna unscrew it. So what they have you do, screw it in all the way, then unscrew it about 1 or 2 turns. So we'll say like 1.5. All right, and then hold it up here, and well, connect it to our battery. I know I'm gonna struggle to take it out again, but it's fine. And then yep, it's very quiet, but I just heard that 2-second beep. That means that it's on, which is good. That means that it's working. And now it's gonna keep beeping. So they say beep, beep, and then 2-second delay. It goes on continuously. That's telling you that you do not have continuity on the E-mount output, which is right here. That is correct, which you shouldn't. Yep, since you didn't connect anything there yet. Okay, now let's connect it. All right. Now, we should mount it onto the easy mount. So that's our next step. We're gonna get to assembling that. Let's go. Oh, and if you're struggling with this connector, well, it's an annoying process, and I don't like to do it, but you have to do it. I'm gonna take a pair of these tweezers. You just have to force them in to the front. And it's probably not good for the connector, but otherwise there's just no way you can get it out. Got them both in. You just gotta wiggle it out a little bit. It is horrible. I mean, if you ever get one of these, yeah, it's not even a complaint of the product itself. This is just whoever makes these stupid connectors. Yeah, but now I got it out. The first time it took me like 30 minutes. I was trying to pull it all out. I mean, it's horrible. It's horrible, but we got it now. So now let's look at the easy mount itself. All right, guys. There we have it. The Eggtimer Apogee mounted in the easy mount. Well, it's not actually mounted. There's some other parts that it comes with, and that's for actually like mounting it into the rocket. And I'll do that in a follow-up video that's going to be dedicated to mounting it onto the rocket. But for now, we'll just leave it like this. Anyways, again, the build for the thing itself was easy. I wasn't a big fan of building the easy mount. It wasn't as fun of an assembly process. There was some issues, like these holes here for the set screws were too small. I had to use an impact driver and widen up the screw holes. I noticed a little split here because this thing wasn't really fitting in. Eventually I got it in, but it kind of pushed this out. I mean, it's just, I get it. It's 3D printing. It's inconsistent. I mean, but yeah. And it's not that expensive, so it's fine. And in the end, it works. It all works out. This doesn't actually, the crack doesn't affect it structurally. If it does, I bet super glue could fix it. yeah. Anyways, the one thing I really don't like is that it makes my little method I showed of getting that battery cable out of here like really difficult. I think you'd have to just remove the whole thing if you got to get the battery plug out. But that's not really a big deal. I just really hate these connectors. I looked online if there was like some lock mechanism or something that I was missing. There's not. These connectors are just annoying. You have to just wiggle them out or figure some way out. It's horrible. But again, that's not the fault of the Apogee. I think this product's really cool because again, it was 15 bucks for the board itself. For a deployment altimeter, that's an amazing price. I mean, you will not see that anywhere else, I'd say. And again, it's fun building. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for sitting through that long video. Hopefully it wasn't too long. But yeah, it's a cool product, as I'd said. I might have said I'd test it in this video, but I'm actually not. I might save that for a later video. I'm gonna have a video on mounting this into a rocket, a video on testing it, and then a video on actually launching the rocket with it and all that. But yeah, this is a cool product. Again, a little bit of some issue with the easy mount and the battery, but overall, I mean, for its price especially, it's a very nice product. The instructions are really detailed. It's very easy to assemble. I mean, yeah, great product. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, whatever. Yeah, I know I haven't uploaded in a while. It is what it is, but yeah, thank you.